Oh man, I love the artwork for this. And this isn't even done. And it's fantastic.
Well, enough starry-eyed fanboydom for right now. I'm Nate the Nerdarch. From Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. Greetings, nerds, geeks, and undecided. We're going to play Torment, Tides of Numenera. This is part 2 of the intro. And so far I've been really digging it. And we'll see what happens next with the Sorrows.
Whoa.
The pinprick of light you followed in the dark passage suddenly opens wide. There was no sense of transition.
One step you were in the dark, the next you were here. You're in some kind of mystic laboratory. All right. Machines gleam all around you, seemingly incomprehensible data swirling around them like motes of light. 5 large tanks stand out, each one containing a different shadowy form, none of them human. A spectral figure stands in front of you. The Spectre. That's like a superhero. The Spectre. Everything about the Spectre seems dreamlike. He is dreamy. He is a hazy silhouette of green glass smoke, wearing stylish, well-cut clothes. His jade eyes are fixed on you. His handsome bearded face seems hauntingly familiar, though to the best of your recollection, you've never seen him before. He clasps you warmly on the shoulder. Spectre clasp. The Spectre. Skist. You made it. Listen, I know you've got a dozen questions, but we're not through the worst yet. You must have heard that thing digging in your mind by now, yeah? Well, it's on its way. I think we have a chance at surviving using these machines, and that's why you are here. But you have to attune yourself to the tides. It's a process that, well, it's hard to explain, but I'll walk you through it. Alright, so how do I get attuned? You see all these tanks in here? Each one's got a creature in it that's attuned to one of the tides. You need to attune to them, and that'll attune you to each tide. I tried it myself while I was waiting for you, but I couldn't do anything except watch them. I suppose that means this is your show. They're in stasis, in kind of a temporal loop. I think all you need to do is join them. Hook your mind up to theirs, and make a decision for them that ends the loop. You should do what you want, by the way, not what they want. That's the whole point of this thing, to define you. Join them, hook my mind up to theirs, and make a decision. Aha. Well, I don't know anything about Numenera, so what are the tides? That's a jar of memory ants you're opening there. The tides are a force, alright, like gravity or magnetism or something, except they respond to people's actions. There are 5 of them, just like 5 creatures here. Let's see. There's a blue tide, that's about reason and wisdom and stuff. Red responds to passion and action. Indigo, that's one about community and the greater good. And then gold is like an individual good, like compassion and sacrifice. There was one more. Silver, that's the one about admiration and power, changing the world. Look, you don't need to know all this to make it work. Just do what comes naturally and you'll be fine. We'll be fine. I feel like I get to ask him all the questions now, regardless of time factor. The fall didn't kill you, right? But there's something else after us. Something way more deadly than a high-velocity fall to the ground. If you can believe that. I actually can't, but I survived the high-velocity fall, so I'm willing to do a suspension of disbelief here. You have to wake up so we can stop it, or at least get away from it. Earlier said you were in my mind. I don't know what else to call it. This isn't the real world, obviously, but everything you do here seems to change things. I think you can change the real world, too, but you'll have to get there to find out. Okay, how do I attune to the tides? Oh, that's right. Join my mind and see, yep, stasis, yeah, follow instincts, yep, basically, yeah. Alright, I'm ready. Let's get this party started. This tank contains a humanoid with a skull-like head. A name arises from your inherited memory. This is a Nevagine. Yeah, a creature of relentless, overpowering curiosity. Tendrils of... That doesn't sound really imposing. I was like, relentless, overpowering... curiosity? Tendrils of luminescent data snake from the tank and stream into your temples. The room fades in flaring strips as you enter the mind of the creature in this tank and see what it sees. the Nevajin is in a dark cave, listening intently to the stone head embedded in the wall before it. I destroyed ancient Quar. Kra? The head murmurs. I sought words of destruction sealed in a forbidden tome. I could not help it, but once known the words spoken themselves to the 8 rulers of Kra, turning them on each other. Great Kra melted like wax in the wars that followed, but I, imprisoned, could not burn with it. Even now the words wish to be spoken. I'm going to say that I shouldn't lean forward, because that's what the Nevajin wants to do. Huh. Okay. Kill the scholar, learn from it. Wait, so this guy did a whole bunch of stuff. Alright. I'm going to silence the scholar. With a powerful swipe of his gnarled claws, Norman rips the stone scholar's entire jaw away. Whoa! Tosses it to the ground and races from the cave, ignoring the mute prisoner's pleading eyes. Once it has returned to daylight, the Nevajin pauses, horrified that it has punished a fellow knowledge seeker for decisions it would also have made. Well, back in the strange laboratory, 5 hulking, smoky creatures bound onto the platform, sucking at the air with crackling snarls. A sour dread in your gut recognizes them for what they are. Hands of the being that hunted you while you gained your memories. Fragments of the sorrow. 4 of them lunge into the machines connected to remaining tanks, wreaking chaos on their delicate innards. The 5th fragment focuses its eyeless gaze on you and your ally. Oh boy. The sorrow. There's just fragments. We've got to get them out of those control panels before you can attune. Okay, here, this should protect you. Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, so I want to go there, right? I can't seem to click on anything right now. I think there's some issue with it loading the sorrows. Well, it's beta, so early access. So it's kind of normal to see this kind of thing, but we'll get along soon, I'm sure. It's moving. It just might be my computer is taking too long. Okay, there we go. Uses spectral armor. Again, spectral armor. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Let's see. What do I got available? Hedge magic. Is there a blasty explodey thing? 'Cause that's what I could really use. Oh man. I bet spectral blast. All right. Sure. Did he just kill it? I don't know. Oh, there's another one. Ruling. Oh, man. Alright, stun. Smashing tasks. Okay. I don't really have anything to do with this. So, can I just always do this attack? Oh, it just teleports them. Yeah, I want to look at my inventory or something. Can we do that without the world exploding? I'm only going to do 1 damage, and it does 50 hit points. And I don't have anything on me. I've got spectral armor. Oh boy. How about we not get hit with that attack? You know what? Let's do this. Let's interact.
The tank creaks on its bolted foundations as a monstrous black creature within spins and claws at the glass in an unconscious frenzy. It is thrashing blur behind the white-tinged froth, and you can no more make contact with its mind than you can make out a single detail about it. A wide tube runs from the side of this tank to a clanking machine nearby. Chains of finger-length bubbles hang frozen within, ripe with oxygen. Well, first things first, I need to fix that machine and get out of this radius effect that's going to happen. Thankfully, they gave me a little chart on where it's going to happen, that little circle there. Alright, let's see. Can we do something to this machine? A choking sound comes from within this machine. Inside the casing are 2 deflated air bladders, side by side, and a matted nest of cords and tubes. It is not immediately apparent where the sorrow fragment is, or how it is stopping the airflow.
Well, I'm glad I was out of that charge attack, because it was probably going to be terrible. Alright, let's interact with this. And yeah. Okay, the hoses led from the bladders down through a snarled nest of wires. A faint clicking sound comes from the nest. Behind the wires, there's a hexagonal cylinder jammed into place. It's filled with tiny rafts of drifting clouds, enveloped in nets of bruised black lightning, the same color as the sorrow fragment. With a flicker of the finger, the cylinder spins, the machine coughs, and air flows freely into the creature's tank. The creature should be calm enough to connect with now. The oily beast lunges from this machine with a crackling growl and hungry eyes. Alright. The churning of the bellows dislodged a gleaming strong glass dome from the small socket. The brilliant energy swirl inside. It might make a useful weapon against the sorrow fragments. Sure. Which would be really helpful. Yeah. Alright, let's book it over here. Whoosh. Alright. Tidal capacitor. Ooh, okay. Let's move first. Oh. Okay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, I don't want to be hit with a charge-up attack. Boo. Alright. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Oh, bad. Oh, man. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and get me over there. Oh boy. Okay. A flood of bubbles rises from the bottom of the tank, bearing you away from the danger that is placed in the depths of the creature's mind. Your young host clutches a steaming haunch of meat and crouches with the other hunters, shivering with outrage. Like the rest of the tribe, she is starving, and the pack elder does not care. Flexing scarred talons, the elder unfolds above them and demands that its hunters turn over all their kills. Again, to honor him. To honor him. Your host makes a sound like grinding glass at the back of her throat. The pack will not turn on its elder unless someone rises first. Her legs flex beneath her. What will you do? Classic. That's what I guess I'm going. Okay. Yeah. I can't do that. Intelligent insectoids with a strong affinity for the indigo tide. This creature does not merely place the society above its own well-being, it places the collective above the well-being of every classic. Any number might be sacrificed to overcome an existential threat to the group. Only elder nests are vulnerable to self-indulgent pride. And I can't do that. And is it because I don't have an action? Okay, I guess I didn't have an action. I don't even know if I can hit it. Oh man, I did 2 points of damage. That's right. Alright. Let's use my action this time. There. I guess I couldn't use an action last time. The hunter pours her outrage into her language ducts, and she rises, wearing her scent like a cloak, her pheromones singing of injustice, of starvation, of the disastrous pride of the elder, and the slow death of the pack. They breathe her arguments in, absorbing them, and flinch, as if waking from a nightmare. Then as one, the pack streams at the elder, and tears him to shrieking pieces. You feel the tides embrace and flow through you. You lean against a tank to catch your breath, eyeing the remaining creatures in the tank. You will need to be swift to avoid the sorrow fragments hunting for you. Alright, I got it. Oh, words float in the air. Oh, okay. Alright, let's zip by these guys. As fast as my little body can take me. I think the Spectre is good as long as it stays out of that charging blast and continues to let's undo that. Oh well. Alright, we want to examine this. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to make it in time. A spinning slitted disc is set into the front of this machine. Behind it, sharp currents of oily darkness twist and whirl. The amorphous bestial sorrow fragment will have to be removed from the machine before the creature is in the nearby tank will be calm enough for the connection. Alright. I had to wait until I actually have an action. Alright, can I spectral blast both these guys? Yes, I can. Ba-boom! Stunned, and where'd the other one go? He got blasted so far away I can't even see him. Alright, you're my support man. I could examine it from right where I was. So let's examine it from right where I am instead of wasting movement. Alright, let's do this. I don't have much speed left, so I'm going to go for moderate. Beneath the spinning disc, the saboteur's body roils, recoiling at the touch. Suddenly it pours out of the machine in streams of glistening black. The disc falls back into place with a satisfying click, and the whirlpool in the nearby tank dissolves. The creature should be calm enough to connect with now. The sorrow fragments coalesce with a baleful, eyeless gaze. Gain data tunneler. As the glistening zeotrope spins, a curved metal rod jutting from the console pops out onto the ground. The machine doesn't appear to need it anymore. It was some sort of data tunneler, which isn't very helpful here, but it could make for a handy single-use teleport by crossing two exposed wires at one end. Oh, jerry-rigging in a data tunneler. There we go. Yeah, it's right there. Tiny currents coil over the hulking creature in this tank, stirring the brown and silver fur on its muscular forelimbs. Curving tusks curl away from its jaws, and it is these that remind you that what this creatures are called. This is a tusked Grarthus. Though, as far as you remember, there is no such thing as a tuskless Grarthus. The currents speed up, whirling around the creature. Suddenly, you are drawn through the eye of the whirlpool into the creature's mind. Your host and rival pack leader tumble down a snowy cliff face, biting and clawing each other. They strike a ledge of transparent ice and roll apart, growling. Far above, their packs hoot in excitement. Cracks spiral out from their paws. Both leaders tense. The ground is over a kilometer below, but the first leader to teleport to safety will lose the duel, and their pack. Your host bares his teeth. He will ensure his rival is dead to demonstrate his superiority, even if he dies too. Well, it says don't teleport. Yeah, let's go with that. He probably doesn't want to do it. Oh, again, I have to... Okay. I don't have the action available, so I gotta wait. Spectre's turn. Yeah, let's do that. And you move over here. Because I want to make my rounds. Oh. Oh man, they're so creepy looking. Alright, stop trying to move me all weird places. I just want to interact with this guy. Alright, I'm going to say... Yeah, do that. Unwelcome doubt stirs in your host's chest, and he grunts reluctantly at his rival, jerking his head as the watching tribes. Who will rule them if they both fall to their deaths? Surprise surfaces on the rival's face. Then he snorts his agreement. As the ledge crumbles, the mortal enemies teleport simultaneously to the top of the cliff. The packs are surprised, but hopeful as the fight continues on solid ground. The tides swirl around you, carrying you with them. After returning your own body, a dull heat settles in your gut, and an oily haze crowds your vision. You sense... No, you know that the sorrow has focused its dire attention directly on you. The remainder of the sorrow fragments spill from the devices they were infesting and join the hunt. Oh, good. That'll make it easier to... Oh, no. Except... Well, Spectre, keep him busy in the middle. And don't die. Yeah, I've been going straight to the other tanks as fast as I possibly can. Alright, I've done this one. I've done this one. So let's zip around. There's supposed to be 5, right? Okay, I've done... Okay, so I gotta zip around here. Alright. This is looking good. As long as that one doesn't come at me. Okay, you need to move... here. And... let's... stun one of them. Sure. There. They're creepy. Good job, bro. Good job, bringing all their attention. Alright, we need to not be caught in that blast. There we go. The beast has emerged from the machine to attack. Water flows freely from the machine to the nearby creatures. Tank. Excellent. Alright, you have drawn the ire of all these guys. So let's just move you there, and you can be done. Oh no, Spectre! This is no good. Oh, you are not amused. Oh, booger. Alright, I have to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's move there. Let's do that. And then look at the tank. The radiant humanoid within this tank, a fire white, your memory whispers, stands calf deep in a pool of water, motionless. As near as you can tell, it is unconscious, but its eyes, slivers of even brighter light, are barely visible. They pulse once, and its mind unfurls before you like a cloud of flame, momentarily carrying you from the chamber and the creatures pursuing you. 2 gaunt, dehydrated fire whites trudge under an ember-flecked sky, across a charred plain studded with towering bones of monsters. In the shadow of the mountainous ribcage, the leading white stumbles to its knees, arm tendrils deliriously seeking water in the ash and dust. The other white, your host, is only slightly stronger, and wishes to give its power and life to the other so that it can reach the river a kilometer away. An unfamiliar desire flickers into life in the white's mind. Curiosity. It kneels, sending flaming tendrils into the ashen soil, searching for something, anything that will save its companion and itself, if it's possible. And there, far below the surface, ancient creatures sleep. Without a thought, Firewhite takes their life, and restores itself and its companion. The 2 rise together and set off across the plain. Heat envelops you, aligning you to the tides. You lean against the tank to catch your breath, eyeing the remaining creatures in the tank. You will need to be swift to avoid the sorrow fragments hunting for you. This is also true. Alright, it is Spectre Blast time. Blammo. Stunned. Be stunned. Boom. Yeah, and let's put you up here. And I didn't get killed by that. That's good. Good times. Alright, I just want to see what that did. Okay. Alright, the last one. Except we want to go there. Alright. This tank contains 2 crystal shards and a sparkling liquid. Memory stirs, pushing aside thoughts of pursuing beasts. You remember climbing a floating mountain of shining rock. Living crystalline formations wandered the waste far below. Their many legs tracing intricate patterns in the glittering sand. This being is one of those. A Quishamish. Its body is in liquid form, however. The shards, its heart and brain, begin vibrating together, filling your vision with what it sees. You sink into the simple sea-like mind of the Quishamish. As it roams the jagged waste, feeling its raw and aching need to create and recreate. It moves by birthing new legs from the death of the old ones. It traces glorious whirls in the glittering sand before erasing them with even more complicated designs. Then, chaos. A hunter's ballistic slug smashes through its brain. Thoughts becoming splinters, melting. You feel its dying wish to etch one last design on the sand beneath it. Force the creature to forgo its art in order to stop the hunter from killing other Quishamish. Confusion clouds the creature's mind at the notion of martyring itself. It does not understand who killed it, or why, or even that the hunter will seek others of its kind. It cares only for the pattern and the sand. But confusion does not stop the creature from impaling the approaching hunter with its crystalline spines. The human slides off them, choking in a spreading pool of blood. You feel yourself melting in the channels carved by the tides. That was the last of the creature. You steel yourself for the deadly race to the tank at the back of the room. Oh no! I gotta go there? I would have chosen a different route. That's it. See those tanks at the top of the platform? Get in the glowing one, quick. And, yeah. You get over there. Let's, do your... Oh. Oh, really? A charge-up attack right there? Oh, you are undone. Okay. Yikes. Oh, no. Oh, you are gonna mess my escape route here. Hey, how about we run by this? Yeah, that's a great plan. Run, run, run. Alright, Spectre. Save my bacon. Oh dear. These are like cone heads of doom. Hop into it. Do it. Yeah, let's get in there. As soon as your hand touches the glass, a surge of energy flows into your body, the power from each of the 5 title creatures and the choices you made. As hard as you try, you cannot contain the massive wave of power. A burst of force surges through your arm, into your head, and out. You direct it at the sorrow fragments, destroying some, sending others screeching in pain, fleeing the laboratory as fast as they can. Woohoo, XP! More and more waves flow through you, overwhelming you. Then the tide turns, energy no longer pushing but pulling. It draws you inexorably towards the chamber. Then somehow it yanks you through the glass, filtering your essence like a psychic sieve. A blinding light shines at the end of like a tunnel, and then... Whoa! Download it! Alright, Nerd Geeks and Undecided, that's going to be it for right now. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay nerdy.